I think we had an extraordinary development. What we saw in the past, and deals like Primacom or Walter Services are good examples for that, is that compared to what we had in the past, where you said that enforcement of security in Germany is very difficult and may lead to insolvency of the companies, what we now have figured that it is actually doable. And I think that is an interesting tweak to the perception of the situation and gives more leverage to creditors and really changes the landscape. And also what we have seen in the past is that while everyone spoke about the situation slowing down due to the better economy, there were still a fair number of candidates for restructurings, and there still is. I think obviously we have that wall of maturity coming towards us, but I think beyond that what we still will see is a number of cases where banks will do the traditional amend and extend. But my take on banks' position these days is that the banks are more willing to really look at the asset and say, is it really worth to further amend it, or shall we now change the strategy and really increase the speed of things and really go to the bottom. So what I think is we will see more hard restructurings, and we still will see the amend and extend where that makes sense, and admittedly it has made sense in a couple of situations for the banks to simply wait. Also what I think what we will see increasingly is restructurings in the real estate scenario. Something which up to a couple of months ago we have not seen so much. We see that increasingly, and we will see that in the future. We obviously have seen Rodenstock, we have seen Tele Columbus, we have seen those situations. We will still see them. I'm not really sure whether we will really have a boom in that area. Because cases like Primacom and Water Services have shown that with the traditional German instruments we can do a fair lot of things which people wanted to achieve by going to the UK. So it works both ways. There will still be situations where going to the UK makes sense, but there will be situations where we stay here and do it the traditional German way. I really think that obviously this event is one of the fairly small number of key events in that area. We praise ourselves as being one of the firms in that leading group of firms, so it's important for us to work closely with the other lead sponsors on this event and with you guys as the organizers on the event. I think it has shown that when you look at the participants here, that this has built itself a reputation of being a great event where you meet and people and can do ideal networking, and it is different from other events which we have here, which we traditionally have. So it is different, it stands out in a way, and we want to be part of that.